The Yeerks broke the code. The outer door of the decompression chamber opened. The fighters disgorged Hork-Bajir and Taxons into the Pemelite ship. They formed up around Visser 3 in the decompression chamber, some fanning out to take up flanking positions. "They'll cut us to ribbons," Tobias said.
"Oh, dilemma! Oh, drama! Oh, the tension and excitement of it all!"
The voice was new, not thought-speak, high, shrill, grating. "Who the... what?" Jake said. "Where did that voice come from?"
"Right here, Jake! From me, Big Jake! Jake the reluctant leader! Jake the oh-so-tiresomely decent one! A sanctimonious killer! My least favorite kind!"
"The puppet master," I said. "The guy behind all this." "Where are you?" Jake demanded. "Come out and show yourself."
Come out, wherever you are!"
The voice sang mockingly.
"Of course, I'll even come out with my hands up!"
It appeared from behind a tree. It moved on 2 legs, body held forward, and balanced by a stubby tail. It walked like a bird or small dinosaur. It did hold its hands up, but they were weak, flimsy things, multiply joined but obviously designed for very light work or very low gravity. The head was surprising for that almost reptilian body, vaguely human in shape, with a narrow lower jaw and wide-set, intelligent, laughing eyes. It was wrinkled, like your thumb after a long bath. Its flesh was dark, almost black. The eyes and mouth were rimmed in green. "All right, what is that?" Tobias asked Axe. "That is not a species I recognize." "I don't know what species it is, but I think we'd better report it to the Prune Growers Association," Marco said.
"Oh, Marco, the funny one!"
the creature cried, slapping its limp hands together.
"How's Mommy, Marco? Is she alive or is she dead? Does she scream with the Yeerk in her head?"
Marco reached for the creature with 2 long tentacles, but neither touched the withered thing. They stopped and bent back.
"All here together?"
the prune thing mocked.
"Cassie, the hypocrite? I don't believe in violence, except when I do. Aximili, the pitiful, pale shadow of his dead brother? If only you'd insisted on going with Elfangor, maybe he'd have lived. Too bad. And Tobias, yes, Tobias. The boy not really so trapped as a bird, but too gutless to resume life as a human? And Rachel, my very favorite Animorph."
The thing smiled a lipless smile.
Rachel, do you feel the adrenaline rush of murderous desire? Do you feel the urge to reach out and destroy me? Of course you do. You and I have that in common."
"Who are you?" I snapped, trying to ignore the rage it had so clearly seen inside me, trying to ignore the fear as well. This thing knew us, all about us, who we were, what we were. All it had to do was tell the Yeerks. Then, if we ever escaped, we were finished.
"Haven't figured it out yet? Oh, so slow. Allow me to introduce myself," it said. "I am the Drode. It is a word from my species. It means wild card."
"Krayak," Jake said. "You're his creature."
"Oh, very clever, Big Jake. Prince Jake, have you killed your brother yet? No? Well, you will."
"Krayak sent you," Jake answered calmly. "Payback?" The Drode grinned. Then the grin disappeared.
"Payback," it said. "You ruined his howlers. Ruined his plan for the escort. Krayak doesn't like you, Big Jake. Any of you."
Then it looked straight at me.
"Although you have potential."
I let that go by. I didn't want to think about what it meant. "This is all your setup," I said. "Causing the chi to malfunction, setting the things up so we could escape from the mall unnoticed, killing that sperm whale, and now starting a self-destruct for the chi."
"Whale killing? Me?"
the Drode said in mock horror.
No. That big lump on the beach falls just over the line into sentience. And I never kill a sentient creature. Your whale will survive."
"The rules," Axe said. "You still must live within the rules that govern the Elemist and Krayak."
Yes, oh yes," the Drode sneered. "Mustn't upset the balance. Not directly, anyway. But create problems? Yes. Create opportunities? Yes. Play the wild card? Of course. And now no more time for chat. The Yeerks are here for you. Will they kill you outright? Or will they make you controllers? I don't care. Either way, my master will reward me."
"I thought you couldn't kill sentient creatures," Cassie said desperately. "That's the rule, isn't it? But you set the self-destruct for the chi." The Drode laughed.
"The machines, you silly girl! Androids!"
"You're killing us," Tobias said, "putting us in an impossible situation. We can't morph here in plain view of the Yeerks. You know that. You know we can't fight back. That's the same as killing us. Murder."
"Nonsense," the Drode said. "There's always a way left for you. That's also part of the rules. Now if you don't find it, well—"
The creature walked back behind a tree much too narrow to conceal it, and yet it disappeared. But we were losing, because all alone, surrounded by his Hork-Bajir guard, Visser 3 was morphing, growing, some hideous creation from some far distant planet. Huge! Deadly! We couldn't defeat all his Hork-Bajir antaxons, let alone this monster.
Wonderful! Lovely! Perfect!
The Drode cackled happily.
I love the smell of battle! Oh, Jake! Are you dead yet?
It had reappeared, stepping out from behind the same tree, seemingly oblivious to any danger. "You! At least I'll take you down," I said. The Drode grinned its green-rimmed grin.
You know, Krayak could use you, Rachel. Why stay with these weaklings? You're already more like us than like them.
A job offer? How nice.
Yes, isn't it? You can survive this debacle. Just do us one small favor. Kill your tiresome cousin. Krayak would love to see that. So would I. Kill Jake.
I laughed. "Huh! Kill Jake? Nah, I think I'd rather kill you." I lunged for the Drode. It dodged me easily. My momentum carried me past it, straight into a pair of Hork-Bajir. Slash! My other rear leg buckled like it was made out of rubber. I rose halfway up on all fours, but I couldn't reach the Hork-Bajir. They laughed, seeing I was done for. Laughed at me, at my helplessness. Then, something new. Something steel and ivory, moving at speed no human, no Hork-Bajir, no Andalite could match. Visser 3 slapped at it with one of his morphing claws, but the steel and ivory creature simply blocked the blow. "Eric?" I blurted in disbelief, even as a Hork-Bajir leaned over to cut my throat open.
No! No!
The Drode groaned in disbelief. Eric reached the tree. He punched something into the control panel. The Hork-Bajir was suddenly moving very, very slowly.
Oh, this is not at all what I had in mind,
the Drode said. I rolled aside and reached to gut it. But my paw was likewise moving very, very slowly. The thought-speak voice of the ship spoke. "Gee, self-destruct disabled. And we are very sorry to say that the hostility containment program has been activated. What a shame to spoil our lovely time with fighting. Once repairs have been made on all injured parties, we will have to ask you to leave the ship."
"And you wonder why Krayak destroyed the Pimelites,"
the Drode said, enraged.
"What tedious creatures they were! Pacifist androids! What is the point of machines that cannot kill? They could have ruled the galaxy with their chi as warriors!"
The battlefield was frozen. Only Eric and the Drode were able to move. Eric calmly lifted Tobias from the Hork-Bajir's grasp. The Drode came over to me. It took in the violent tableau. Me and the two Hork-Bajir. The Drode leaned close enough to whisper so that only I could hear.
"Your friends are all relieved. Are you? Are you happy that peace has been restored? Or don't you itch for the chance to press those deadly claws another 6 inches forward, to tear open that exposed throat?"
The Drode smiled, cruel, smirking.
"If you ever find yourself desperate, Rachel, at an end, in need, remember this. Your cousin's life is your passport to salvation in the arms of Krayak."
Then it was gone. The Pimelite ship carefully, politely, regretfully packed the Yeerks, including a furiously enraged Visser 3, back into their modified bug fighters. "I'll kill you all! I'll take this ship apart, piece by piece! I'll be back and nothing will stop me! You'll die, all of you! Andalite and whoever runs this ship! I'll kill you all!" Visser 3 said, repeatedly. "We are so sorry you had a bad time," the ship said. "Perhaps we can meet again some day and enjoy some pleasant activities together." Once the Yeerks were gone, we morphed and left the way we'd come in. The ship was polite to us, too, but it wanted us gone just the same.